We are back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Griffin Murphy from DocSports.com coming at you with a free college basketball selection for today, Sunday, November 16th, 2025. This matchup is between Florida and Miami. We're going to get right into this game. We are also going to, after this breakdown, going to talk about my 8-unit game of the year. That was a letdown, but we just cashed our 6-unit best bet in the NFL, so we are on a bounce-back situation. Had the Jaguars, so we rolled that. We'll get into that in just a minute, and I also have a free $60 link for you guys if you are a new member. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get into this game because we have a situational factor here. I like this. So we've got Florida rolling into Miami right now to play the Canes, obviously. And right now, this line is currently sitting at minus 10.5 Florida. And then we have an interesting total here at 171.5. Now, it gets really interesting here because the market, they have Florida laying 10.5 points in this matchup. Florida is 2-1 on the season. Now, with this being said, their schedule comes into play, and I'm going to get into some early season psychology. They've dealt with Arizona to open up the season. They lost that game in a 93-87 final. Then they played UNF, won that game in an absolute blowout, beat them by 40. Then they played FSU, beat them 78-76. That was in their most recent matchup. Now they nearly haven't played in 5 full days. Going into a game like this now, you have a Miami team that is currently perfect 3-0 on the season. Now, in those 3 wins, they have not played anybody. They played JU, they played BETC, and they beat them 101-61. Then they beat Stetson 102-61. First game of the season, they beat JU 86-69. So you look at this sequence now. You have a Florida team laying 10.5 points, 2-1 on the season. Then you have a Miami, Florida team that's 3-0 on the season and has blown everybody out that they've played. So the market, they have a read on Florida right now, but they don't have a read on this Miami, Florida team that's currently 3-0. So to crunch these numbers, the market's definitely throwing some love at Florida in their favor. And at the same time, that's the psychological trap because they don't know what Miami could come out and do. Ladies and gentlemen, in this situation, give me the points with Miami, Florida here, plus 10.5, as I believe they get this done and could potentially pull off the upset. This is a situation where the market doesn't know where to go with this game, so they have to throw love at the team that they have a much better read on. That is a team that is 2-1 coming into this game and has had close matchups. Miami, they've blown everybody out, as mentioned, so they don't have a read on them yet. So they threw this number at there with an expectation of we're going to throw some love at this at the minus 10.5. Nope, we're reverse flipping it. Give me the plus 10.5 with Miami in this game. Now, also, we're going to talk about this. Cincinnati, they played absolutely terrible. I have nothing to say other than I would take that play over. It had all the confluences. If you guys read my breakdown, you saw exactly why I took them. I looked at the market wipeout, looked at Sorsby being an absolute leader for the Bearcats offense. I looked at their defense playing a lot better than it showed, and they always utilize the run game. In the first half of that game, we should have been up 21-7. Bad coaching, bad on the OC, just didn't go our way. But that was one of those situational factors where, hey, we got to look past it because we just cashed our NFL 6-unit best bet to start the day with the Jaguars. On top of that, we had a 7-unit on Caleb Williams to rushing yards over 23.5. Well, he had 26, so we smacked that as well. So we can't get hung up on one day. We have to remember there's always going to be another day we can reaccumulate and get that money back, and that's exactly what we're on pace to do today. But with that being said, on top of that, I have a free 60 link for you guys. If you are a new member, head on over to DocSports.com/free60. There you can go grab yourself a free $60 account. You could use that free $60 on my premium selections. Those are my absolute best bets over at the website. You guys already know I lost my game of the year on Saturday. Not happy about it whatsoever. Today, bounce back day. So if you guys want to jump on board, do so by all means. If not, no hard feelings as always. But got you guys hooked up with the free 60 as well as we are back in Miami here, plus the 10.5 points, as I believe they're going to get this done and cover this matchup against the spread. As always, this is Griffin Murphy from DocSports.com. Best of luck to you guys today, this week, and as always, best bets.